Cancel Disney is trending because Disney is garbage right now. They have raised the price on Disney Plus by another $3. It's gained like 75. It's gone up by like 75% in just 2 years. On top of that, Indiana Jones 5 is bombed at the box office to the tune of a possible $100 million loss, on top of many other things. Do you guys get a sense of joy when Disney fails?
I hate to say I do, but a little bit.
$14 a month is crazy.
For Disney Plus,
also, the fact that like when they launched, the promise was you can share your account and you have an endless library of all the Disney creations that were in their vault. And they haven't delivered on either of those promises. Now you can't share your account, and they're constantly taking things off the platform and adding new garbage that you didn't ask for when they launched originally. So, I mean, people were either searching online, cancel Disney because they can't figure out how to cancel their account, or they are tweeting it out because they want to cancel the company in the cancel culture sense, which I'm in support of. But I don't have a Disney Plus account.
Like Iger can't seem to do anything right the second time around. Never come back.
Yeah,
never retire and come back, as everyone's learned. Wait, did Michael Jordan win any championships after he came back? I don't remember.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
No?
Well, he's with the Wizards for a while. They definitely didn't win.
No. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of Space Jam is how they wove in his baseball career into it. My other favorite, one of my favorite conspiracy theories is that he didn't actually quit basketball to play baseball. They say that he got in trouble for gambling, and that it was quietly that he was suspended, and he went and played baseball in the meantime as a plausible excuse for why he was just suddenly not playing basketball for a period of time. I love that.
That's a good story. Much better than Oprah Winfrey burning an entire part of the country.
Less depressing, right? So you don't have a Disney Plus account. Even I canceled.
It's like boycott Skittles. Like I wasn't buying it anyway. So.
Like even me, who like has most of the streaming service. Like I had BritBox at one point. Like British television streaming service. Like
Thank you.
There we
guys. Crisis Party.
I was literally starting to think, I'm like, wait, there hasn't been a crisis party.
I know. Why hasn't there been more crisis parties? Guys, what's going on?
Thank you.
Do you guys like Disney or something? Is that why there hasn't been more crisis parties? They're mad at us?
Imagine having streaming services when you could be using free alternative platforms like Tubi.
Matey.
Tubi's great. Yes.
And Freevee.
And Pluto TV.
I'm sorry, but commercials are how the devil gets inside you, and I refuse to do it.
To be fair, when I want to watch She-Hulk again and again and again, you've got to go to Disney Plus.
And plus none of these mainstream streaming services have Xena Warrior Princess or Hercules. When it comes to Disney Plus, I don't have it anymore. I stopped. I had no need for it. The Marvel shows don't interest me. I do keep Hulu, which is majority owned by Disney, and Hulu is, in my opinion, the best of the streaming services.
There's a lot of stuff on Hulu.
There's an insane amount of stuff on Hulu. It's also the best streamlined design, in my opinion, as far as the different streaming services. The rest of them kind of pale in comparison.
Is Hulu kind of making up for the fact that Disney Plus is bleeding?
Yeah. They probably make up a lot
of it, and then they're going to smash them together into one.
I haven't heard any numbers on Hulu lately, though, as far as subscriptions.
Is that still the plan? Hulu and Disney Plus are going to be the same thing?
Yeah, it'll be called Dulu.
Ew. God. It's going to be called Dookie.
Disney Plus. But on top of all this, guys, Indiana Jones is set to face a $100 million loss because nobody wanted to go see old man Harrison Ford walk around.
No, it's not that they didn't want to go see old man Harrison Ford. It's that they knew that the storyline was going to suck.
Yep.
And I think the trailer was bad. Just bad. The CGI was really obvious. It didn't have any great thrills. Trailers are super important these days. If you can't bring it in a trailer, you're kind of done.
Good trailers are a hallmark of I was actually talking to someone recently. I said as bad as the theatrical release of Batman vs Superman was, they had a bunch of great trailers that just made the mistake of revealing
everything.
Of revealing just about everything, right? But they were expertly cut trailers, and Marvel used to be able to do the same thing. All of the Infinity War trailers were unbelievably well done, and they knew to stop at 2, do 1 and then 1 more. That's it. You don't need to do more than that. Good trailer is kind of like a lost art.
Yeah. But the Infinity War stuff, that was also capping off phenomenal movies too. So
Well, the Captain America Civil War trailer was really, really good too. The way that they didn't need to reveal Spider-Man, but they had so many characters in there that they got a really big pop by bringing Spider-Man out at the very end of that first trailer. And you're right, the Indiana Jones trailer was bad. And it's not like this is one of those movies like we talk sometimes. Remember when we talked about Jennifer's Body, and we're like, they don't know how to market movies like this. How do you cut a trailer to a movie like that? Like, Indiana Jones doesn't
They were like,
have
oh,
such...
let's market it to men because
Yeah,
Megan
yeah.
Fox is in it, and then it didn't actually appeal to men.
Yeah. But
so it
Indiana
failed.
Jones doesn't have that problem.
And some movies are just hard to trailerize.
Yeah.
It's nuanced. It's different. It's hard to capture what's going on. I always look back at the Ghostbusters, the debacle of 2016. There was all this buzz and people kind of being negative about it. If that trailer was really good, it would all go away. Like, oh, I can wait to see it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was terrible, and everyone hated it. So
it was
I
terrible.
think the issue with trailers now is they're too paint by numbers and
Oh, yeah,
formulaic. They're like made for the algorithm, and it all just kind of blends together.
Yeah, if you
It's
guys
just
have
like
never seen it...
low bois.
Yeah, there's an aeronauts. There's a thing made. It's called How to Make a Blockbuster Movie Trailer, and it says like
In a world.
insert message of fatalism, and it says low bois, and it shows you literally every movie trailer you've ever seen, but with generic
And AI
words.
is capable of making
Low
that, and we're like wowed by it. But when humans are in charge of the trailer, I expect a little more.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
horror movie trailers are even worse because they're very predictable. There's a certain sound, that sonic backdrop is always the same.
Yeah.
The jump scares are the same. You just know exactly what's coming.
I wonder if I can find it. We'd have to cut it if we watched it. I'll have to cut the audio out. But yeah, if you guys have never seen this, this is really, really good.
Have you ever wondered about this particular thing? Because it turns out that that thing is real.
It's always an unexpected cover of a song.
Yeah.
Always a cover of a song.
That thing I referred to earlier? Well, it's happening, and it will destroy us all. Someone has to stop this thing. And that someone is you.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
That is amazing. I love it.
I don't think I'm the one. I'm not the person who can stop this thing.
You are that person. Now take my hand!
Pretty much anything.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I am the reaction.
I love it.
That's literally every movie trailer you've ever
I
seen in
can't
your
believe
entire
how
life.
good that is.
And I miss the like more innocent trailers of the 90s that were like, this guy is a normal suburban guy, and then something happened to him. Like I miss the more like lighthearted ones that just kind of explained it to you like they're stupid.
The tortured, melancholic cover song is.
I was
Yeah.
the
Chef's
first thing that
kiss.
comes to mind.
Yeah, and the fact that it was you spin me right around.
Because it's like when the first time I saw
so well too. That's, I mean,
the first time I saw this. Like right after I watched it, the trailer for Death on the Nile came out, which uses exactly that of Depeche Mode's Policy of Truth.
what is that called? I'm searching that so I can make sure I can reference it later.
Spectacular.
It's called How to Make a Blockbuster Movie Trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet you a real trailer editor was watching that thinking, yeah, and
Yeah, exactly, right? He's like,
They're going to show that in classes.
Yeah,
so
nailed it.
just remember, watch an AI movie trailer. It's using this as the formula.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why that's so funny is because like there's a lot of similarities when it comes to the music industry. When you're writing a song, like you can write a song a certain way, or you can write it this way. Like you can write a song like that is going to appeal to the most people, or you can write a song that is a little more less traditionally constructed. And I literally, like, we're doing that right now. There's our guitar player wrote this song, and he's got this idea in his head of what he wants it to sound like. And our producer's like, there's this part in it that he wants to do as the chorus multiple times because it only happens once. And he's like, it's a special part, blah, blah, blah. And it's that fight now between our producer wants it to be a traditional sounding song with a, that has a chorus that's recognizable, that repeats and blah, blah, blah. And our guitar player that wrote the song, that wrote the most of the music and stuff, he did it without the vocals, so he has it in his head that it's going to be like a more of a metal song that doesn't have the traditional. So seeing something like that where it's like they go through, this is how you do it, and then you think how it applies to other things you've seen. It's extremely relatable to me because of making songs, and it goes the same thing with making videos, and it goes the same thing with doing your record layout and how you put songs on the record and stuff. So
does a different person win that fight every time? Yeah. Like sometimes your guitar player will win it, sometimes the producer will win it.
No, I win it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part in that is it says A-list actor, A-list actor,
Yes.
A-list actor, B-list actor, A-list actor.
Yes.
Or it says
sprinkle
it
it
says
in.
A- list actor.
Yeah.
I love how the B-list actor has like with special guests too.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
get a special attention.
at the
And
end of
Minnie
the movie,
Kaling.
but the and is also just as important, right? Whoever gets last credit is just as important as who gets first credit.
Yeah.
If they have the and title, if it has the and also featuring.
Yeah.
Right.
Is with ... and then end ...
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe this is all Disney's fault for not following this template better.
Since we're crapping on Disney, can we pivot to just talking crap about Rachel Zegler
Oh, yeah,
a
go
little
ahead.
bit? I wanted to give you a platform to talk about Rachel Zegler, talk about Snow White.
I love her. I love the movie. I can't wait to see it.
So
I'm going
good.
to see it 3 times. I've already given it a 4-star review.
Yeah.
There's a $20 super
Haven't
chat
even
there.
seen it yet, and you just know you're gonna love it.
Sure.
There's a $20 super chat there from I can't even pronounce that.
Squeeblop, Nudist,
High Priest.
High Priest. Late in today, I voted Nerf, but only because the Hitachi magic wand wasn't an option. Stay toxic, friends.
From time to time, I still look for. I had a Thundercats. I had the sword from Thundercats when I was a kid, and I lost it, and I never found it. And like, in my more immature moments, I'm like, should I just buy it? I could just buy it now off eBay. Like I found it. It's right there. It's
You're
kind of,
always searching on eBay
For, like, it's like-
the weirdest things.
it's kind of like every few months I look for like a
You're looking
replica.
for Savannah Bananas
hats.
used hats.
I was looking for new hats, but they didn't have any. But like every few months, I look for like an original, like a replica of the Winged Eagles WWE Championship belt, and then I have to tell myself, you have literally no reason to buy this. It serves no purpose in your life. You're not even gonna. You're gonna regret it.
Does it spark joy?
See, I tried telling myself that stuff, but I know I'm a fucking liar. So
Yeah, it's just I don't need it. Like it has no practical purpose in my life.
I
But,
own night vision.
that's yeah, but it's
It has
attached to
no
a hobby. But it's attached to a hobby that you're more fervently.
Driving at night.
Well, yes, exactly.
You're going to have that, and you're going to look at it, and you're going to have good feelings about it for like months.
Exactly.
Totally.
True.
So you guys are horrible influences. Horrible influences. So are you kind of fascinated by how she's just made just about every wrong move possible?
You think it's impossible to do it, to get to be wrong and then wronger than
Yeah.
super wrong. But she does it. She's amazing.
Do you think she
should be
just got
studied.
famous too quickly and isn't sure what to do with it?
That's part of it. And also, but a lot of these actors have handlers. They've got press teams. They've got marketing executives. They've got people protecting the brand. So they should be the ones stepping in and say, hey, Rachel.
But she's doing these at public events. They can't catch her in time. They're like,
Yeah, but
she needs like a handler
buzzer?
who just like stands by her, and as soon as they hear her start saying something, they just
Yeah.
grab her arm gently.
Or
They're
they
just
hook.
hoping and praying the strike continues long enough
That's right.
to keep her at bay.
That's a good idea. Give her like a like the ring that they used to have people wear, where you do it and it buzzes their hand, but you puts it around her
Just
wrist.
get a shepherd's crook and just
That's right.
yank her out of frame. Do a Lil Bo Peep movie.
That's how she could win people back.
Yeah.
What she does is she leans into it and she makes skits where like she's about to say something stupid and somebody just pulls her off. If she got irreverent and weird about it, she might actually be able to win people back. But she's never going to do that because she's
not
too
smart
serious.
enough.
That is genius. I love it. To show self-effacing, it'd be amazing.
Like, actually do a thing where there's a foot in her mouth, like
Her so-called apology video was her saying, look, I'm grateful for what I do, but I want people to stop sending me death threats.
I mean,
that was
that's
pretty
a
much it.
fair thing to ask for.
It is, but I mean, I got a death threat from Bob's Burgers. I'm not remotely famous. If you're famous, you can get horrible people saying horrible things about you. I mean, thankfully, it doesn't lead to anything, right? Yeah. It's just people being jerks, But you got to let that. I mean, if there's something more significant, obviously you have to worry about that. But
she's a jerk. She should know what it's like.
Yeah, it's like that's what she gets for dressing up as AOC for Halloween.
But
did you see that?
No.
She dressed up as AOC for Halloween.
How'd she look?
Like AOC.
She's good looking. She's good looking. There's a $20 one there from Disco Jensen.
He said, Oliver Anthony proves that the culture truly shifts when we create our own. I'm honestly tired of Hollywood standards for films. I hear a lot about values, but see so little expressions of them with commissions.
I think it's a good point. I mean, one of the reasons why I connected with everyone except certain people is that it said something that spoke to us. Yeah. It was different. It was fresh.
It didn't speak to me because I'm a spoiled podcast princess, but I appreciate your take on it.
He couldn't anticipate your reaction. But as far as Rachel goes,
that's
she's like,
though, right?
I think she's like 22. And maybe she's like 20, 21 when she's getting this burst of fame.
Well, no, because that's
really
not
hard.
even true. Because
well, she was 17 when she got.
She was 17 when she got casted, right? But
it takes a while.
She did West Side Story, and nobody cared.
Nobody cared
because it's West Side Story in 2022, and nobody cared.
But she's getting a lot of press coverage. Yeah. She's getting interviews. She's getting other gigs. She's working with Spielberg,
and she's doing the Hunger Games movie, right?
Was she in the Shazam movie, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a flood of pretty high-profile roles.
Very quickly.
And you're a young person, and it goes to your head, but there's no one in her circle to say, Rachel, I don't know, it could all go away tomorrow, which it probably will.
I mean, she'll, if she doesn't stay in Hollywood proper for big films, she'll end up leading a television show a couple years from now.
Yeah.
She'll get a gig doing like a high profile thing either for Netflix, or she could be one of those people that like a decade from now ends up headlining a network television show and do that for 10 years and make a ton of money.
Or she's on Cameo getting money.
There you go.
To record a happy birthday greeting.
Hi guys. She does like a thing where she like just yells at you and pretends you don't matter. Like that becomes her thing.
She says
she
all
has a
this
cameo
horrible
of
stuff
like,
about men, and I just wonder, like, this girl does have a boyfriend. How does he feel about it? Like, does he read that and think like, whoa.
Well, she tells him what to feel, so it works out. Imagine
and then her male co-star also.
That was the one that bothered me. Was the way was how dismissive she was about like what might happen to her male co-star's role in the movie.
Then he's not going to get paid for every minute that's streamed online, is he?
I'm thinking for Cameo, she just calls up and insults you. You've got so much privilege. You think you can just make me speak to you? How dare you?
I love it.
Actually, now that I think about it, what she said about getting paid for minutes streamed of Snow White, it makes no sense for smaller actors, because then they would just start cutting smaller roles so that they have less people to pay residuals to.
Yep.
Does she not get that? She's just not very bright.
None of them get anything. They're all
their job isn't economy.
Yeah, and they're all
math class is tough.
Math class is tough.
They're gonna be obsolete in a decade.
Yeah.
Like at the most, and it's going to, just like it's done in the music industry, it's going to hurt the small people the most. Because there's gonna still be big actors and actresses. There's still gonna be I'm sure that there'll be AI actors and actresses that are completely and totally created, that are virtual, but there's still going to be people that'll be big actors and actresses. But what's going to happen is when you need to have a room full of people, CGI.
Yep.
I just read a story and they talked to these actors who are background stars. They fill out the scenery and they said, I went in for the role. I got it. I was paid. They made me get scanned. They said I'd have more work coming in a couple of weeks, and all the work dried up. Like 4 or 5 people had the exact same story. They made them feel weird and creepy. I couldn't call my agent to say, should I do this or not? And then the work dried up, like again and again and again. Really weird.
They're just going to start
already
showing
testing
up.
it out.
How does that work, given that likeness is protected? Is it because they're not famous enough?
I don't know.
Part of the thing is they haven't, and I'm not saying that this is a great idea, but Sam Altman is doing this thing where I guess it's a world coin or something like that. But the point is, to get verified for it, you have to go and you have to get your eyeball scanned, and that is supposed to be what prevents an AI or a virtual creation of you. So it's supposed to be able to verify that it's a real person and that it's not AI.
That's amazing.
I don't know the details about it. I talked about it a little bit a couple nights ago on IRL. I don't know the details, but that's something that there's going to be companies and people looking for ways to ensure that your identity and your likeness is your own.
Yeah.
And it's something that people are gonna have to figure out how we're going to navigate this.
Yeah. By the way, I was watching Private Parts, the Howard Stern movie.
Yes.
97. It's an excellent movie. It's aged beautifully. And one thing I noticed, actually two. One, you know actress Leslie Bibb? You probably know her
Yes, I
face.
do.
She had maybe a 5-second role behind, in the background, ushering people in. She was playing an intern at the studio. And then later, there were main characters in the car. In the backseat was one of Howard Stern's wife's girlfriends. It was Edie Falco. So
Okay.
she was an actress who was trying to get her break, getting some experience being a walk-on star. And
Nobody's
AI is
gonna be
going
able
to
to
wipe
do
that
that
out.
now.
So
That's funny because Leslie Bibb has got one of the most. She's got a very, very distinct face.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she would do, like she's probably the type of person they would salivate over actually being able to make an AI face of because she has such a distinct look.
it's not cookie cutter.
No, it's not. She has very sharp features.
Yes, yeah.
So that's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And I have to rewatch that movie. That's good that it's aged well, though. That's good.
It's funny as heck.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.